Hello, welcome to another edition of King Joe's Unboxings. Gotta say this, I'm under the weather. If you keep up with me on Facebook, Minsky, probably Hippie Sam, and some Sparrow. Last night my mother-in-law took the the three dogs out. Chico don't go out on a leash, but Dexter and Bettis pulled her, and she let go of the leashes, and the dogs took off. Well, Bettis actually got stuck close by the house. As soon as I walked out, he was like maybe 10 feet by my wife where she parks her school bus. So I got him. Dexter, I heard him barking. Now this happened at 2:30 in the morning. So I started the hunt for Dexter. Up until my wife got home a little after 3, I was looking outside. My hands were cold. My face was frozen. My feet were like totally... In fact, I think I'm coming down sick now because of searching for him. I called off the search at like 4:30, and we sat home, but I couldn't sleep. And every time, I swear to God, I hear him bark. For a while, he would bark, and all of a sudden I hear him pop, and I hear another, so I thought somebody shot him. Well, somehow, there's a storage shed. The guy who owns the private airport across the street, he has a storage shed out there. Well, I walked around that shed 4 or 5 times, and he didn't bark the whole time. But we thought he was in there at the one point. Well, I don't know how he got in there because I saw no entrance points whatsoever. In fact, this morning when my wife got home from her morning bus run, she called the neighbor up, and lo and behold, there was Dexter, wrapped up. His leash was wrapped around something. He couldn't. Lucky we got to him when we did. So I was like, yay. But the old man, some of you are probably wishing that he did pass away because he's the dog that always barks on behind the background of the videos. Okay, I got Ratatouille for my daughter. My stepdaughter decided over the weekend that she no longer wanted to have us to have movies she gave us. So I told her, I said, well, I'll give you the movies back, but, let me copy them first. Well, she didn't want to get the thing, so I went and bought Ratatouille for my daughter because that's one of her favorite movies. I also got some small pickups. But I'm burned out. My head hurts. All my joints ache. This is what? Oh. Now, my friend Spiro, you would appreciate this because I found out there's Scuttlebutt that, even though I had a bunch of, I didn't have the full series, which I bought a couple lots of these books, which I'll be getting in, and then I'm going to post a video on them. But back in the 70s, I got both annuals now. Rom Space Knight. I'm actually going to have that whole series hopefully finished by June. In fact, from what I won on eBay, all I need is 3 or 4 issues. This might be another lot of them. I've been on a buy-in spree working on some titles. Driving me nuts. Oh no, this is... I had the annual to this series and didn't have the series. I only had the annual / special. So I went and picked up Amazing Man. 9, 10, 11, Amazing Man, issue 1. Issue 2. Issue 3. Writer's Block, issue 4. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't have issue 4. It's supposed to be the full run. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I like this one. Dark Knight cover 12. And special number 1. So actually I don't have the series. I'm missing an issue. And I gotta make a phone message to the guy I bought it from and say, yo man, it wasn't a full run. Here's another box. No, I buy a lot from this guy, so I mean a lot. In fact, I got about 7 or 8 auctions of stuff I bought from him this time. JSA Classified, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I love this cover, the featuring Injustice Society, number 5, number 6, 7, great cover, Flash and Wildcat, 8, 9, number 10 featuring Green Lantern, 11, Vandal Savage on the cover, that's a cool cover, 11, 12, that's a good cover, here's another good cover, 13, these covers are really nice. Let me see, that's 13, right? Here's 14, this is just sort of threw me off, 15, 16, Bane Damage, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and issue 23. I also picked up a couple more Match Hot Wheels cars. The Spider-Man car, I don't know if you can see it, but the Iron Man car, the Thor car, and the Hulk car. Now I know for a fact that my wife's friend bought me for Christmas, which we still haven't swapped out Christmas presents. I know she got me Hawkeye, Falcon, and the Rhino. So I have those 3. So I know I need Captain America, and they probably make a Wolverine one, because if they didn't make a Wolverine one, there's something wrong with Marvel. And I also picked up for my Xbox 360 Deadpool. But that does it. Oh yeah, Sports Illustrated. That does it for this week's, today's haul. Who knows what the postman will bring me tomorrow. And it's not like Jack Nicholson. Our postman never rings twice. In fact, he doesn't ring at all. I have to actually go outside to see, because it depends who I got. Sometimes they'll ring the doorbell when they drop the packages off, or they'll bang on my door. Some of them just drop the stuff off and go. So I got to constantly like, hey man, let's see. Is it Christmas today? Come on, let's go. Well, today is March 6th. We have exactly 23 more days left until King Joe's contest is over. The 29th at 8 p.m. It was funny because I was thinking about, stuff from when I was a kid. Like, that's a lot, some of these comic books. Like, I'm still waiting for the one issue of Aquaman to come, finish Aquaman. I'll need only 3 or 4 issues of Rom when I get all the stuff, and Rom will be done. I have half the Vampirella series finished. I won another lot last night, which will give me up to 55 issues out of the 113. I'm waiting because I'm probably going to buy it. I didn't win the issue 1 lot because of a lag, and I don't understand how I didn't, because my phone said, your bidding has ended. It said $79. I was like, yeah, and whatever. I'm like, yeah, just take it. Take the things, just roll with it, go with it. No. But I'm starting to build up a lot of doubles again. I'm waiting for trades to be over with. I got 270 some books over here for Fool Killer, which I haven't heard from him in a couple weeks. To tell you the truth, I just feel like packing the stuff up and saying forget about all, I know Thomas emails me, so I talk to Thomas every week. I know Why Not Art already emailed me about the trade. I know Minsky, me and him will meet one day, but this trade with Fool Killer, I'm like, sort of, it's like, yeah, because I see him trading with other guys, and I'm like, okay, I got this stuff hanging. I send you a list. I haven't heard nothing. Crazy stuff. I'm just like getting sort of like disgusted. But, that's where things are so far, with here. I'm still waiting for the guy to come and fix my one plug so I can get the 2 more shelves, get most of this stuff, all this stuff off the bar. I want to start getting some semblance, some organization, because I know after I get this lot and I buy a couple more things, so probably after March, I am not going to buy nothing. April, May, I'll just probably get my Eagle Moss stuff, and that's it. I'm not going to buy any comic books for a while. What I'm going to focus on is trying to get the upstairs, all my comic books into the computer. Because right now it says I got 20,000 books into my, over 20,000 books into my collection. Well, that's probably out by 3,000 books, because when I go putting them in, I'm like, oh, I have this, because I have a bunch of Red Sonjas I don't have listed. I got a bunch, the Vampirillas are up to date. I know my treasuries are, because I was up there and I looked at all the treasuries. But it's like, it's a slow process. I actually need help, because, I have, right here I have 1, 2, 3. I got about maybe 400 comic books up here that got to go upstairs. They got to get bagged and boarded. And I got to order bags and boards, because years, when I first joined the community, I went and I spent probably over $1,000. Close to $1,000. I bought comic book boxes. I bought 6,000 Silver Age bags and boards. I bought 1,000 Treasury bags and boards. I got 1 or 2,000 Golden Age bags and boards for like the other size 50. Some of the Silver Age don't really fit in the, so I got them. I got Golden Age for some of my Silver Age stuff, and I do have some Golden Age books, but not many. I ordered magazine bags and boards, which I still probably have the magazine bags and boards, probably 800. But with the Vampirillas and the Savage Swords of Conan's coming in, that'll dwindle fast. I actually got to send my friend Andre, who lives in Vegas, here's starting what I got here. He sent me the last thing for nothing, and I told him, I said, well, hey, I got a ton of Zenoscope stuff, and it's funny because I got, I'm sending him issue 3, issue 6, issue 8, 11, 17. It was funny because I was on eBay, and I see them going for like $20-some an issue, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't pay that for them. I paid like $2 or $3. He sent me all these other books, and he also sending me more. I paid him $200 towards the $350 I owe him, and I'm getting like 900 comic books off of it. So there's going to be there's going to be a huge unboxing, because I know they ship 3 packages to me. So sometimes next week I'm going to have a massive unboxing haul. And that's going to be me going through, that. Now my buddy Pete, here's your package, bro. It's going to go out in the mail either later today, probably all in all, probably tomorrow, because I'm like zombified so far. I feel like rough. But my buddy Pete, he did a video where he got Captain America, and it was funny because out of his whole list of Captain Americas, I didn't have a single one of the issues he got. So he told me, he goes, if I wanted them, well, I love Pete, and I just feel bad that, he's sending me. So I went and I put together this box, which is actually pretty, it's full right up to the thing. I made sure I taped it good, it's packed good. But I sent him some horror comics that Andre sent me that were doubles. I sent him Steel. I sent him the whole one shot, issues 1, 2, 3 of Infinite Crisis. I had 1 through 7 plus the preview book. Sent him them, which you'll see what I sent him when he shoots the video. Oh yeah, Andre took all my double Miss Marvels, because he was working on that. Because I sent him what doubles I had as Shy, Grim Fairy, all my Xenoscope stuff, and my Miss Marvels. So I'm actually hoping he moves next door. I actually got to get in touch with my other neighbor, see if I can get in and take pictures of his house. Because it'd be nice if I have somebody who has the same passion as me, close to me, where I can actually hang out with, a bit. Because it does. It gets me down sitting here, and it's like, okay. Now, like I said, I gotta go write a letter saying, hey, oh man, I'm short an issue, which sort of sucks, because if I gotta go out and trying to find one issue of this, because this ain't worth much, I'm gonna bake. So that does it for this edition of King Joe. And as always, I thank you guys for viewing and subscribing. And good luck at my contest. King Joe out.